Hey geeks, it's Rachel Wright here in Ringgold, Georgia. And that's Remus. Even though he's never been to Walt Disney World, he rocks a Haunted Mansion collar, participates in the Twilight Bark, and is an avid podcast listener because every Monday morning on the way to work and doggy daycare, we go geeking on Walt Disney World with Curtis and the entire Geekin' family.
Hey Disney World geeks, Curtis Stone here, and welcome to episode 368 of the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. This week, Super Geek Stephanie Haugh shows us how much food and wine her and her husband can experience in just a weekend trip to Disney World. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. I want you to know I started this podcast over 6 years ago with my daughter, Lindsay. We started talking about our Disney World trips, and then we brought on other Disney geeks to tell their trip stories. I've been just amazed by a lot of things of the podcast, but especially how positive and caring and generous our listeners are. And before too long, they started calling me their podfather, and I continue to bring on our listeners to tell their Disney World stories. And over the years, we've built some amazing relationships with our listeners. I think we've got a nice family-orientated podcast here, and they tell us their stories every single week. I love having you guys on the show. If you're interested in coming on the podcast, just email me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. We'd love for you to join our Geeking family. Go out to Facebook. We have a great private Facebook group. Find the Geekin' on WDW family and join our Facebook group. You get a couple questions, answer those. We'll get you into the private Facebook group, and we'd love to have you join our podcast family. Now, we are independent Disney authorized travel agents with Fairy Tale Concierge. And at this time, I want to bring on the Traveling Tiaras for their travel tips with the Traveling Tiaras. Yes, that music means it's time for the traveling tips with the Traveling Tiaras. What are you laughing about?
Nothing.
This is very serious.
We're happy to be here.
This is very serious.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions.
Serious.
And I want to have them answered immediately.
We are going to
Arnie.
immediately.
Are you ready? I got 3 questions for you, and I hope you got some good tips for our Geekin' family members.
We'll try our best.
All right, my first question. We got a brand new listener into our private Facebook group, Sophia Post.
Hi, Sophia Post.
And she's wondering, I asked everybody what's something they'd like to hear on the podcast. She says the best way to do Disney World on a budget. So, Auntie Judy, can you help some of our listeners who've got a budget?
Yeah, we actually talked about that this morning, Margita and I.
Yes, we did.
So
And we've got actually the best suggestion.
So Margita said, and this is a great one, book your trip a year in advance, because then you can lock into the price right now. And when Disney raises their prices, you're locked in at a lower price.
That is a great one.
Big room.
Yeah.
I know,
So,
Mom, you said to me that sometimes when these discounts come out, they're like, I'm not sure if I can beat that price because they booked a year ago.
That's right. That's exactly right. We find that a lot. If you can possibly plan your trip about a year, maybe a little bit more, you certainly will lock into today's prices. Because as you know, Disney will do their little price increases on tickets once, maybe twice. And you know, hotel rates fluctuate like crazy, usually in the wrong direction, up.
And hotel rates also fluctuate if you're just going for a few days. Yeah.
In the week. Yeah.
Go Sunday through Thursday and you'll pay less for the same room than if you were in that room on Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
Same room.
So plan as much as you can in advance. We always do check your discounts for you when they pop up, and we'll apply them, you know, if it's going to benefit you. So that's the best planning advice.
Another thing, when you're going to eat, because right now there is no dining plan, and if they when they bring the dining plan back, you've got to really look at the way you eat as to whether it's good for you. But if you don't do the dining plan, we go to BJ's or Target and we buy gift cards, $100, and we pay $95 for them. So you can have your dining and you're saving a little bit money and you pay with your gift card. And then you kind of stay within the budget of the number of gift cards that you've purchased. You're not going to shell it out of pocket all the time. Yeah. And you can use that for souvenirs when you go in the stores and things like that.
Oh, the Disney gift cards are accepted anywhere on property for anything.
Yeah, I wanted to say too, if you book your a year for your trip and it's like a $200, right, to hold your spot.
$200 will hold your room. And cancelable at any time.
It's cancelable up to what, 30 days?
Up to 30 days.
And then 30 days before your trip, you got to pay in full, right?
Right.
That's correct. If you have a package.
But you can also we have clients that make monthly payments or weekly payments, and they just say at a certain day, let us know, and we've got your credit card. We just shoot the payment off, and you can pay it down a little bit, so that
so you're not busting your budget with a big payment. You can do 12 monthly payments or more if you plan a little bit ahead.
Perfect.
So that's a great way to pay it off, and it's not too painful.
All right. Great answer, guys. And I got another one from her. She said her toughest planning thing is picking the best restaurants. Now, we've talked about our favorite restaurants, but I really want to know.
Oh, Curtis, I'm in mourning for you right now.
You have not. Come on.
Spice Road table. I was actually going to go there with you in February.
You know what? I'm telling you. That the spirit of Disney is with us.
You already know where I'm going with this question.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris. We're listening.
Well, how do you pick our restaurants for the trips? What's in your strategy when you're looking? It's tough. I know you want to go back to the ones you know well because you enjoyed them, but you want to try new ones too, right? That's always a struggle.
Sure. You want to try the newest ones that you can get. I can't wait for Space 220 to open because I think that's going to be just an absolute blast. Get it? A blast?
Yeah.
When you talk to people and do your podcast and they talk about the different restaurants that they go to and the food that they're eating, then we think, oh, that sounds like that might be a good one. Let's.
It is.
So, we listen to that. So listen to the food reviews that everybody gives because that really helps.
Absolutely.
Yep. And
I do it too.
To our favorites.
That's how I got Spice Road Table, but I've not been able to go there yet.
You've never eaten there. How can it be a favorite?
I didn't say it was a favorite. I said I've heard it on the podcast as favorites from others, but my traveling tiaras won't book it for me.
Well, we can't now. The other thing that we find out by listening on the podcast is we also find a restaurant that we might think, oh, this sounds really good. And then we listen to several different geeks say, oh, we ate there and we really weren't a fan of it. Maybe the seating was too close or maybe there was something wrong with it. So we might think, well, let's just wait a bit on that one.
Is that when you change them on me?
And that's when we change them.
Well, here's the other thing that we do. We plan around our park days. So we don't have too much, shuffling around to do. So if you're going to be in the Magic Kingdom, we try to stick in the Magic Kingdom or the Magic Kingdom resorts. If we're going to be at Epcot, we try to do, boardwalk, maybe beach club area, Epcot. Geographically choose where you're going to be. It just makes it easier for a lot of running around.
We don't want to be bouncing back and forth between parks and resorts and Disney
and buses and this and that. So that helps a lot.
When's the Space Restaurant opening?
We don't know right now. It's kind of on hold.
So, okay.
So work is progressing is what I hear.
Yeah.
Am I going to get an official pick next time we plan a trip?
You always get official pick, Kurt.
Oh, you never mess with my pick, do you?
Never.
You always, you can't always get what you want.
I told you, Kurt, that when we go in February, you can pick one.
Excellent.
And he did. So now he can't because his pick is no longer available.
Aren't we doing Spice Road Table for G3?
Don't you wish?
Oh,
Yeah.
Not open.
I bet I can get there. I'll find some friends to go with me.
Chris,
It's
not
closed.
open. They've shut it down.
Oh, well,
Shut down
never say
December.
never. You don't know.
I know. I know.
All right.
Not knowing is what drives me crazy.
If it's open, Ken and I will go with you.
There you go. Thank you,
We will
Judy.
go.
Well, I've got another question. I think I was doing a bunch of pictures into our private Facebook group from our last G3. I think this was the funniest incident of the entire week. And I'm going to play this for you and tell me if you remember this.
What is it? You're interrupting.
Oh, well, I'm packing for Puerto Rico. I need to borrow your bathing suit.
This is an emergency. You need a bathing suit?
Well, I like yours.
I don't know, my bathing suit? That's a little familiar. I don't want your boys down there.
What's the matter with my boys?
Your boys should stay in their neighborhood.
All right, come on.
Something between
All right, it's in the top drawer.
All right.
Hurry up.
that's between Kurt and Dave Castro.
Wait a minute. You put me between Kurt and Dave Castro.
No, there's nothing. Oh, what's the big deal?
What happened?
All right. So here's the story.
I just know how I found out was the funniest thing ever.
You
Was
had gone off somewhere, and Claudia and the kids came back to our resort, and it was hot, and we said, why don't the kids go swimming?
Mm-hmm.
So she had to go and buy bathing suits for the kids, but there was nothing that would fit David. And we were not going to go in the pool with all the kids. So we said, Margita said, oh, well, you and Curtis are about the same size. You could wear his bathing suit.
So we did.
Rob Madeiri and I were doing a coffee walk. I was recording. We came in to fill up my coffee mug, and we ran into Judy. And somehow Judy says, David Castro wore your bathing suit yesterday. And I had this total Seinfeld moment.
Yeah.
And I said, what? My bathing suit?
I think Rob was going to drop his coffee cup.
Oh
laughing.
my gosh, we laughed so hard. And it was Deidre Watts was the one who recalled the Seinfeld moment. So I
Yeah.
had to play
She's
that.
a huge fan. Yeah.
No, to be honest with you, I didn't mind at all. I thought that was just caught me so funny.
But it gets better because then Claudia and David came back several days later to see us again, and she brought you a new bathing
She
suit.
bought me. That's right. I gained a new bathing suit out of it.
Yep. Hey, we're all family.
Oh,
It was our family.
Yeah.
And that picture of David with his little bow on top of his head.
Oh, that's it.
Yes.
In
He's such a good dad.
Yeah. Right.
I don't think I've ever worn that bathing suit. Mom got that for me. That's like a USA flag bathing suit. I don't know if I've even worn it yet myself. I think David's the only one who's worn it.
Yay, go Dave.
All right, it's time for the Traveling Tourist tips. Judy, you got a tip for everybody?
I do, and it's a real simple one, but you need to listen. Take a poncho into the park every single time you go, because the sky may be blue and the sun may be shining, but you never know in Florida if it's going to rain. And buy one before you go down. Go to Walmart, go to the dollar store, get a poncho, one for everybody. Put it in your pack, wherever you're going to carry it, and take it with you. Because Florida has these showers that just pop up. It rains like crazy for 10 minutes and then it's done, but you need one. So just take it with you and carry it in the park every single time you go in the park.
And if you
Real
can't do that, bring a spare pair of underwear, right?
That's right.
You don't want your underwear wet
That is true.
or your shoes.
Right.
All right, Mama. What's your tip for the week?
My tip is kind of along the same vein as Judy's about bringing something with you when you go to Florida. And I know probably this doesn't apply to Judy or Kurt because I know them both, but I don't care for the shampoos and the soaps that they have now hanging in the tub. or the showers at the resorts. So I always bring a couple of bars of soap and a bottle of shampoo from home. That way you can clean yourself and wash your hair and smell the way you want to smell. I think that's probably a personal choice, but if you're not a huge fan of the products or you just don't want to use those crazy dispensers, pack that ahead of time. It's easy and it's just a little pleasure from home that'll make you feel more at home.
Good point.
All right, guys, good job for this week. Thanks for joining us every week with traveling tips with the Traveling Tiaras.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
See you later, geeks.
Great job, Mom and Judy, giving us great tips, answering the questions that come in from the listeners. And I love this new segment we've been doing. They do a great job booking trips. I've been seeing them on the phone with you guys all the time and Disney World, straighten out trips, booking new trips, and so excited to see you guys getting back into the parks. Now, this week on the podcast, Stephanie is going to tell us all about her stay. It's a weekend trip, but they get a lot in. Lots of food. You know, you got to eat before you listen to our podcast. Don't go shopping like I do sometimes on an empty stomach after you've listened to this podcast. But they're going to stay at the Beach Club. I love the Beach Club. You're going to hear some great restaurants like Beaches and Cream. She's got a gluten allergy, so if you got a food allergy, I think you'll really enjoy some of her food choices. They talk about something new that I think we're going to add this to the G3 coming up here in February, our Geek and Family reunion. The trip we're doing in February, we'll talk about that after the podcast before we finish out. But they talk about a Skyliner pub crawl. I talked to some of our planners for the G3, and they are excited about doing a Skyliner pub crawl. Thank you, Stephanie, for giving me that idea. They do the bar at the Riviera. They do the restaurant Trattoria Al Forno, the Ale and Compass, the Regal Eagle, which is an awesome new barbecue place in the World Showcase. And they go 2 times around the World Showcase and doing the food and wine. I'm always so proud of our Geek and Family. And this week, Stephanie shows us how to get the most out of food and wine on a weekend trip to Disney World. Well, I've been doing a bunch of podcasts lately. I'm so excited. My geeks are going back into the parks, and I love bringing on new people to come onto the show. Someone who's never been on the show, but she's been a long-time listener. We're going to learn all about her. Let's introduce her. The monorail is one of her favorite rides at Disney. She wants to live in the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse at Magic Kingdom. If she could, she'd force her family to wear matching Disney shirts every day of the trip. Please give a warm Geek and Family welcome to Stephanie Haugh. Hey, Stephanie.
Good morning. Good morning, Kurt. Good morning, geeks.
I love doing a Saturday morning podcast recording.
Yes, well, and you're an hour ahead of us, so I was like, all right, I got to be up and raring to go.
Oh, okay. I didn't think of that. I just kind of went for that 9 a.m. Eastern time.
It worked. I still had to get kids up and to their different things, so we are good.
All right. Thanks for coming on the show. I understand you've been a longtime listener.
I have about 4 years. So I even went back and we're listening to the older podcasts that I had missed. So yeah. I think I'm all caught up. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, you can still. So I'm trying to think. What do I got? Like 200 that are posted onto iTunes, something like that.
I think so.
And
yeah.
I'm always concerned you can break iTunes with your feed of shows if you go kind of beyond. I don't know what it actually is. So if you ever want to get to shows even older than that, because what are we up to 360 something? And if you go to my website, there is a link on the menu and you can actually get to those older shows.
Oh.
So if you ever want, if that's for anyone who so chooses, I've had people who definitely download those older shows. There you go. Well, so you're pretty often listening to our show.
I am. I always look forward to it every Monday.
Love to hear it.
As I was sharing, as I'm getting ready in the morning, and then sometimes in my drive to work, I like to listen to it. And it's kind of nice if I miss a couple, then, you know, how on iTunes, once you listen to one, then it'll bring the next one up that you've missed. So, and then I sometimes go back and listen to other ones if I'm trying to do a little research for a new trip. So yeah, it's a great resource.
Do you get some tips from our trip reports?
Oh, definitely. And like food ideas and things like that. Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad you did your notes here, and thank you so much. And I think you did a lot of food. Are you going to make me hungry this morning? Because I had no breakfast.
I am hoping to. This whole trip was really about food and wine. So absolutely.
We love that here on the Geekin' Podcast. We love talking about food and the resorts. Stephanie, when did you go to Disney World this trip that we're talking about?
Actually last Saturday. So
it's only been a week.
Nice. It has. So we decided the Monday before, I found amazing deals on round trip flights out of Chicago, and I hurried and looked. I work in a school, so we can't go where there's hot spots. Yeah. So I hurried and looked, and Florida was not a hot spot. And there was 2 nights available at Beach Club with my DVC points, and everything kind of fell in place. I texted my husband and said, hey, do you want to go away from the weekend? He didn't even ask where. I think he knew. And
that's nice.
Away we went. Yeah, we were supposed to go to Food and Wine over Labor Day. Okay. We had that booked already, but we canceled in July. We just weren't sure with everything, what it was going to look like. Yeah. And so this fell into our laps, so to speak. And
now we're hearing that this is a good opportunity to kind of book last minute and go, especially for geeks that are experienced. And you're obviously a DVC owner. So I love this place that you stayed. Well, so it was just you and your husband that went?
It was just the 2 of us. Yes.
You have young kids?
We have 4 kids. We have one that's grown. We have a 14-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 7-year-old.
Well, you and I have some things alike, except I don't have 4. I got 3. So
You do. Yep. Our kids are kind of used to us going on Disney trips without them. Now,
good for you.
Don't get me wrong. My kids don't want for any kind of vacation. They get plenty. Yeah. But my husband and I in the last 5-6 years have really tried to have trips that are just us. So it's important, I think.
I think so too. I'm sure there's no shortage of work, what you're doing on a daily basis. So a little peace and quiet and time and some fun in Disney World sounds good to me.
Absolutely. Well, and Jen Galambos we were supposed to have our dream vacation in June. We had a 2-week go to Alani, Disneyland, and then we were taking the train from LA to Chicago. This amazing dream trip, and obviously we all know what happened with that. And then we push it to July, and that still shouldn't happen. So, you know, I mean, this at least gave us a little bit of Disney that I had been very much missing. So
I love how you got this. This is one of my favorite resorts on property, the Beach Club.
Yeah, we have never stayed there before. This was our first time.
Awesome. So what'd you think of the Beach Club?
We loved it. So I've heard for years the smells of, you know, like poly or whatever. And I'll be honest, I never can smell anything in poly. I was like, I don't know what they're talking about. And we walked into the Beach Club and I'm like, oh my God, it's like, what's that smell? Like, that's amazing.
That's the aloe, what do they call it? It's, you get the candles, but I 100% agree. I think Bay Lake Tower uses the same smell. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I might have bought the candle when I got home. I might have that coming because I need that a little bit. We bought
the infuser. My wife bought for me on Christmas. It's this tube infuser that it's the actual one that they use in the resorts.
Oh, wow.
It's really expensive though. It's like a $200 unit. And then the cylinders are like $50. So wow. Get yourself a candle if you like.
Try that a little less expensive. Yeah.
Oh man. This is one of my favorites. Yeah. Especially Mom and I would do the same thing. Like when I went to the conferences and we stayed there like 4 times for the conference that I went to.
Okay.
And so my heart is at the Beach Club for sure in the boardwalk area.
So it was definitely like walking in. Now I have visited the Beach Club, not stayed there. I did a solo trip a couple of years ago and I came in on the backside, like not through the front entrance. And I just remember thinking how like beautiful the lobby was, but it didn't feel like too formal. It just felt comfortable.
Yeah.
And I felt the same way. And of course now with the new protocols with COVID and everything, like they met us as we got off Magical Express, and they already knew who we were. Nice. And, you know, they had their iPad. And so it was still an amazing way to start our vacation.
They don't do magic. They don't do your bags though, right? You got to bring your bags with you now. Oh,
for Magical Express. Yeah, but we also travel with just a backpack. We just did one personal item. This is a weekend trip.
This is like a weekend trip, right?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Just 2 nights. So it was super quick, but we got a lot in there, I think.
Well, besides, the comfort level there, it's also a pretty good location, right?
I don't think we realized that it was only a 5-minute walk to Epcot. I knew it was close.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it was amazing. Like, and then, I mean, Sturmalong Bay, their pool area, I mean, you can't beat that.
Did you get into the pool?
We did.
Oh, cool.
We did. That was a must. I wanted to try it out. So we're planning on coming with our kids in May, and we do have a son that's on the autism spectrum. And so we'll try to do a lot of prep stuff ahead of time on any trips. So we know like what to prepare him for. Yeah. And so I was like, oh, well, this is research. Like enjoying some time in the pool is definitely.
I love how geeks, they convince themselves on these trips.
Right.
There's so many angles you go at, right?
Yeah.
I love it.
Right. Because it justifies what we do, right? Isn't that how it's supposed to work?
Everyone says the Stormalong Bay pool at the beach club is the best pool on property. Would you agree to that?
I would. Yeah. I would. It just has so many different things. Like I think we saw like families with kids digging in the sand, and they have the cabanas there. And then they have, an area where I'm guessing you can play like water volleyball or things like that. But then the I would call them more adult areas where you didn't see a lot of kids, and, just you have a drink and just relax and sit in the pool or in the hot tubs. And then they have the whirlpool area that actually the water swirls around. That was pretty cool. I did almost drown in the lazy river. My husband thinks this is a hilarious story.
All right. We love hilarious stories.
Well, I don't know if I find it. So I'm one of those people.
Yeah, drowning is not really a hilarious story.
I'll be honest. I don't really like to get my hair wet in pools. I just don't like. Yeah. We got there. We had eaten. Our room wasn't ready. We got in the pool. I was like, great, because we were going to go out for dinner. And they have the lazy river. And I wasn't. I think I was too busy looking at everything. And so I go to get in thinking it's like most lazy rivers, which is like 4 feet deep, and like, no, this was like the 7-foot section. And I walk and I go straight down and he's like, did you not know? And he's like cracking up. And I'm like,
like I am now.
Yeah. I'm like,
drown rat.
Really? It was. Yeah.
Did you go under?
Exactly. I did. I just wasn't.
You got a mouthful of the lazy river?
He did. And he's like, there were signs everywhere. I'm like, well, I wasn't paying attention. I was taking in all the sights so I could tell all the geeks. Now, come on. No, but yeah, it was pretty funny. I mean, I really didn't drown, but I was not expecting it to be quite so deep. So
you swallowed a little bit of Stormalong Bay.
I did. I brought it home with me. Maybe that's an extra souvenir, right?
I think I had heard they had some NBA players staying at the yacht club or something. I thought they had the pool closed, actually.
They did. I think it just opened not too long ago is what I had heard.
Good news. I'm glad for that. Yeah. Well, how was your room? You were staying at a DVC room.
Right. So we had a deluxe studio, and obviously we've not stayed at Beach Club before, but it was nice. It had the kitchenette, and it sleeps 5. So it had the queen bed, and then the pull-out couch, and then the little trundle thing underneath the TV, that folds out. Yeah. I don't know what's the technical word for that, but
you got it.
Yeah, but it was nice. I mean, it's not a huge room.
Right.
Yeah, the room was okay. Like, it wasn't bad. If you're going to compare the room to, like, the Polynesian or something like that, I would take that room over. But the amenities, the pool, and all of that, I think also that.
I agree.
How much time do you really spend in your room?
I love it. No, I love the atmosphere there. What about the quick service? Was that open and were you able to
at the solarium, they had like a couple little things, but you had to go over really to the yacht club to their quick service.
Oh, really?
If you wanted everything.
That beach club spot there was not open?
No, maybe there's something different because there normally is a different one than just the solarium.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that was not open. The solarium, you could get a couple of things, but otherwise you had to go over to the market at Yacht Club.
All right. Very good. Did you use bus transportation?
Like we used the Magical Express from the airport.
Yeah.
And that was great. And like people keep saying, well, do you feel safe when you were there? I feel safer there than at home or anywhere we have gone. Like they had a list and okay, you can have these 2 seats and there's like nobody within like, a 10-foot radius, even on a bus near you. Yeah. So we took the Magical Express, or as we call it when we leave, the Tragical Express. Like we took that to the resort, and then when we just went to Epcot, and then we also did do the Skyliners, but we didn't use any other busing once we got to the resort.
Oh, you did an all Epcot trip.
We did. Yep.
Interesting. So
food and wine was really the goal.
So what did you do? Fly in on a Friday?
We did Saturday to a Monday. So we were there for about 48 hours.
All right. Well, I hope you ate a lot of food.
We sure did.
I love hearing about and you did a lot. I'm looking at what you.
We did.
A lot of food in 48 hours.
Yeah, we did. No, I'm not going to lie. I think Saturday night we both were so stuffed, and we hadn't even hit food and wine yet. We would have probably gone to Epcot 2 days, but we couldn't. They were sold out for getting into the parks on that Saturday.
Okay.
We got in around 1:30, something like that. And I tried to get a ticket, but none of the parks had any availability. So,
and when did you book? How much in advance did you book the
Monday?
Trip?
So what? 5 days? 5 days before.
So you were able to get Epcot for Sunday and Monday?
We were.
Did you do Monday?
Just Sunday. We only went one day. We did a full day though. We were there from open to close.
Well, look at all these restaurants you did in a short period of time. Let's start with Beaches and Cream. That's one of my favorites. This is my top 3.
So my husband's never been. So we went there for lunch the day we got there. We did have to wait. Our reservation was at 2:40, and it was probably about a 30 to 40 minute wait to get in, even with the reservation. But they were very nice and apologetic. So I have a gluten allergy. So that kind of limits some food for me, but their burgers are amazing. My husband, we both had burgers, and I had tater tots, which I do not get very often. So I probably could have eaten 3 plates full of those things.
Oh, yeah? What's so great about their tater tots?
Well, if you have a gluten allergy, no place really has tater tots because a lot of them have gluten in them.
Yeah.
So, or they're fried in with other, battered things that have gluten. So and they taste like regular tater tots. All
right. Good to know.
So yeah, my husband said that onion rings were to die for. He thought they were pretty amazing.
Yeah. I love onion rings. Both Mom and I do. We're big fans.
Me too. I miss those a lot. He did try an interesting drink. He tried their their alcoholic grasshopper shake.
Oh.
That was Guinness and mint chocolate ice cream.
Wow, that's adventurous.
Or mint chip. And he's like, well, I love them both separate. He does not care for them together.
That's funny. I had a similar experience. I didn't go with the mint one, but I had, oh my gosh, that's the Guinness. It was a Guinness milkshake.
Okay.
I had the same exact reaction. When milkshake and Guinness didn't, gotta do them separate.
Yep. He's like, well, I like them together, or, separate. I think they'll probably be great together. Yeah, no, not his favorite.
I agree.
Yep. We did have the brownie a la mode because they had that in a version I could have. So that was good. I mean, it was a warm brownie, and I mean, you can't go wrong.
Some
with
ice cream on it too.
Yep. Whipped cream and the cherry, all the good stuff. So.
Oh, perfect. Good start you got to eat there if you're staying at the beach club.
You do.
I'm impressed you got a reservation.
I was kind of surprised too, to be very honest. Now I did use, not for that one, but it was one of the other ones. We did use the touring plan, the reservation finder.
Yeah.
And I think I forgot to put that in my notes. I love that.
Yeah. It's a good tip.
App that they have. So yeah.
Now, what's this next one? I don't recognize this one.
Which one? What did I have? Sorry. Where we ate that day?
Right after the Beaches and Cream, you got this one called Bar Riva.
Oh, that's over at the Riviera.
What is that? Is that a bar? I mean,
it is. So
Mr. Obvious.
we ate, and then our room wasn't ready. We went to the pool, and then our room got ready. So we went back and changed, and we were going to go to the boardwalk. And then we decided, because again, that's the great thing about not having kids and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
We're like,
what are we going to do?
Right. And I had heard about the Skyliner pub crawl. That's a thing, I guess people do.
I haven't heard it put that way, but I recognized it right away when you said it.
Yeah. So I was like, well, we could try to see what that looks like. So we walked over to the Skyliner, and
we got to make this a geeking thing. This has got to be a geeking thing.
It was pretty fun. I'm not going to lie.
So what's on the pub crawl in the Skyliner?
Well, I think a lot of people they do the boardwalk, beach club, then they go to Riviera, and then they hit the Caribbean beach, and they go to a lot of those. Now, we didn't make it quite that far because we did have dinner reservations, but we've also never been on the Skyliner. That was new. It was another first for us.
I think you could get over to it'd be fun to the Valley Resorts too. Pop Century.
I think you can. And so we got off at Riviera. Yeah. And we kind of just wandered a little bit, and I had heard about Bar Riva. I don't know if on this podcast or some of my other research, and we went there, and it's a nice bar that's open. I mean, it's covered, but then it's not like there's windows necessarily. And we had some drinks there and met this bartender, Alex, who also happens to bartend over at Beach Club sometimes.
All right.
And it was great. I mean, we met a couple local people. They were telling us about some of the beers they have at Bar Riva are local in Jacksonville and stuff like that. So it was pretty fun.
Those are good beers. Now, this was not at the top of Riviera?
No, it was down by the pool, kind of over in that section.
Really?
You go by the bocce ball courts and those areas, and it's over there. And they have food as well, some small place, appetizer bar kind of food.
Yeah,
but
I love this.
It's pretty fun. It was different.
I love that idea. The Skyliner pub crawl.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
I said we'll have to get a little more intense when we have more time next time to do it and go explore a little bit
harder.
more. But maybe go a little harder. But
this is
it was pretty fun.
Good way to dip your toe into that and tell all the other geeks. I love this one. You had another bar here you went to that I've only done once.
The Abracadabra.
Yeah. How was that?
Yep. So I'll be honest, I had really been looking forward to it. I think it was maybe the service, and maybe it's because of all the regulations. The bartender, I don't know, wasn't as magical, Disney magic is what we normally are used to.
I've had that happen.
Well, and he was, my husband loves old fashions. He likes whiskey and bourbon and things like that.
Right.
And so they have their prescribed list of drinks you can get. And I got one of those, the Whodunit punch.
They're fun. They're all fun. Yeah.
Yeah. And he just wanted an old fashioned, and the bartender's like, okay, I can make that. But he kept spilling the stuff, and then he would pour the drink. And we know at Disney things aren't super cheap, right?
Yeah.
And he poured spilled half of it, but then didn't replace it and still and I mean, my husband's not someone that's going to complain or say anything.
I understand. It's noticeable.
But we were kind of okay, so maybe it's not as fun. And then we were eating next door at Trattoria, and our table was ready shortly after that. So then we just went over there.
It rebounded nicely.
We did.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, to be honest, I can think of 2 experiences with bartenders. You never think this at Disney World, especially a bartender of all people. Right. And I had a bad experience one time at the pool at the Polynesian.
Okay.
Where I'm trying to remember. They said something to me I don't know. I think I came up short 6 cents or something. The guy was giving me a hard time. I was like, dude, I just spent $5,000. You think you can? I have a bathing suit. I don't have the 5 cents.
Right. Cut you a little bit of slack on that.
I don't know. The attitude was kind of weird. And we had one at the Contemporary. What's that? It's right at the top of there's a lounge there. And both Judy and Ken and I were like, this guy's in a bad mood. I don't know what's going on here, but
right.
Yeah. All right. I love this restaurant, Trattoria Al Forno. How'd you guys make out?
So the service was amazing. Our servers were phenomenal. We had Greg, who he was just,
I like how
he
you
was
know
a
the
great
names.
guy.
I like how you know the names.
Well, and there was another one, and she wasn't our server, but we were sitting by where they would walk outside to do the outside diners.
All right.
And so we started joking with her about we should make it a drinking game every time she went back past our table. And so then she just started laughing and she's like, oh, okay, I'm going back out. Do a shot. Like she was an older one and she just made the experience even more fun. And that's part of what we love about Disney is those things like the staff. And so then the whole thing about the abracadabra, like that just went out of our minds because
that was a little thing.
It was. And so I had heard at the abracadabra, they have these truffle fries and they're not on the menu at Trattoria, but I've heard that if you ask, sometimes they will get them for you.
All right.
And so I asked Greg if he would get us some truffle fries. And he was amazing and brought us this huge, I mean, we're not talking a little plate, like this huge plate of these fries that I still dream about. And I would probably make a trip to Disney just for these fries. I'm not joking.
You're truly a geek. I recognize a geek when I hear one. Like I've heard this statement on different things. But what's a truffle fry?
So it has like a sauce, like a truffle, and I think it's got garlic.
Chocolate?
No, it's some kind of.
I should know. Should I?
I'll be honest. I don't really know. I just know it's good, Kurt. Like, I'm not the one that cooks in my house. My husband probably could answer that, but it's got some oil and it's like a Parmesan cheese over top of it.
Oh, it's cheese fries.
A little different, but yes, same theory.
We're close. We're in the neighborhood.
Pretty amazing. And then this other table next to us is like, what are you eating? Like that. And I'm like, truffle fries, ask your server. They'll go get some next door. No, it was pretty great. So he definitely went above and beyond to help with that. And like one of our favorite wines they had, but they were out of it. Like, so there were some things, but he definitely tried to rise to the occasion. And
yeah, I don't know how truffle fries, Stephanie, goes with Italian food.
It probably really doesn't, but it was great as an appetizer. Like it worked.
It works for me.
It does.
What is it? French fries are fantastic.
Right.
Huh?
And again, I mean, you know,
potatoes.
When you have gluten allergies, like you've got to find those things that.
Yeah, you did your research.
You know, I tried. But
we're going to get to Regal Eagle because I see it on your list, but not yet. We're not going to get there yet. But I was just reading. I was just doing an interview with Scott Daves and his wife Karen, and they mentioned it was a Lynchburg lemonade, and I was kind of curious if they had other whiskeys there. I know it's got lots of craft beers.
Don't know because
I looked on their menu at least.
They don't have any.
But it's funny. Yeah. It was Jack Daniels. It wasn't what they had thought that it was Knob Creek. But anyways, I noticed if you go on their website, on the official Disney website, you were talking about allergies and gluten-free and all this, they list like this amazing menu for all these different allergies and what you can have. Did you notice that?
I did. And that's one of the things that's new on that app is they are starting to list more things.
Maybe it's not just there. Yeah.
But it's nice because otherwise like you're having to do a lot of searches on like just other people that are posting it and not through Disney officially. And I like that they're doing, and that was the other thing. Every place we went to order like Beaches and Cream and Trattoria. So they're doing the new thing because of less contact. If you have an allergy, they give you a paper menu that lists all the different things. If you're just regularly ordering it, they have the QR code that you have to scan. They give you a little piece of paper and you do it with your phone to pull up the menu.
We had that recently at a restaurant too, here at home.
Yep. And so my husband's like, how come you get a menu? I have to look off my phone. I'm like, I'm special like that. Like, that's just how that works. But yeah, no. It was good. I mean, Trattoria is good. My husband had the steak and scallops. He actually dropped one of his scallops and the server brought him another one, which was very nice. But yeah, it was good. It was a really great place to eat. I had the chicken Parmesan.
Oh, nice. I love
so they had gluten-free pasta and they actually had a way to make make it gluten-free. So that was really good, but nothing could beat the truffle fries. I'm not going to lie. That was probably the highlight.
I'm getting hungry. I can feel hunger pains pinging my stomach right now.
Yep.
Keep going though. I'm tough. Keep going.
I will. So that was our dinner where I felt like my husband
night?
got and he got tiramisu to go because he was so full. He was like, there's no way he could eat it.
But he had to get it to go.
He did. He's a big tiramisu fan. So he was like, all right, I'm going to take that to go. And I was like, well, you can eat it for midnight snack or eat it for breakfast. Like it'll work that way.
Good thinking. Yeah, we should do more of that. We were just saying, if you're over at the France Pavilion, you want to get one of those pastries. Chocolate croissants we were talking about recently. Take them home.
Right. And the smell, like just the odor, like it makes you want everything that you can possibly.
You're killing me. All right, let's go to the Ale and Compass.
So that was for breakfast the next day.
Oh, cool.
We had breakfast there. And, the great thing is, again, we all know the staff is amazing. So Michael I believe he was a manager, but he was just so friendly. And we got there early because we hadn't ever been over to the yacht club. So we were kind of just wandering around to see what it was like. And we got over there and, he got us in to dining a little earlier than what our reservation was. And then even came over at one point and just checked to see how our stay was, how our food was, and just went out of his way. So that definitely tells you, the quality of the staff that they're going to do that and check on people.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yep. So my husband is a big Eggs Benedict fan. Okay. So he had their smoked pork Eggs Benedict.
Ooh.
Which Bonnie was our server, and she said some people, don't necessarily love the idea of
smoked
sliced pork. Oh. Yeah, smoked pork in there. Okay. But my husband was like, "Yeah, it's great. I mean, we ate it all. Like he ate that. I just had a ham and cheddar omelet, which was great as well.
Yeah.
So breakfast was wonderful. I mean,
when I hear Eggs Benedict, you know what I think of?
No, what?
The Grand Floridian Cafe.
See, we've never eaten there.
Well, there you go. Take them there.
That we'll have to try. So they have great Eggs Benedict?
Yeah, well known. And they have 3 versions. They have a lobster Eggs Benedict.
Oh, okay.
A chorizo.
Okay. Yeah.
Here we are, the food critics. And they just have a regular one. So
okay.
I think when you said Eggs Benedict, when my head just popped, that is and it's a hidden gem over at the Grand Floridian. So take them there next time. Yeah,
we'll have to put that because, like I said, we're going in May. So I've started putting, down our list of places that we want to go.
Where are you staying in May?
We don't know yet. We're we'd like to actually take the kids back to Beach Club for a couple of nights, but I think our plan is to do like 3 nights at Vero Beach, 5 nights. We're probably going to go to Old Key West.
Okay.
Do a couple nights at Beach Club. So it's going to be like an 11 night total. We like the bigger trips. I like to have some time to unwind and relax.
If you do Old Key West, try Olivia's.
We love Olivia's.
All right, there you go.
Yes. So that is one of our things. And you can take the boat to Disney Springs. It's really not that far.
Absolutely. I think that's a great, we were talking about pub crawls or boat crawls maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Boat crawls would be a good one too, right?
I think that'd be a great adventure. Do a little bit of either vice versa. You start in Disney Springs and then go take the boat up to Grand Floridian, check that out, do Olivia's.
Oh yeah.
Go back, right? Huh?
Oh, that I didn't even think. Yeah, that would be an amazing trip.
Exactly. I love this. Well, I'm going to skip food and wine because I think you got some great, amazing details. You have right? Did you hit every booth?
Well, so there was 46 things my husband wanted, and he got 18 or 19 of them.
All right.
So, because he's like, next time we need to stay longer. And this is even the modified food and wine. So it's not even all of the ones that they have normally in a non-COVID.
That sounds like you had a great time. You know what? I want to let's do Regal Eagle first, and then we'll do the other one that you got on your list. Then we'll do proper food and wine hard.
Okay.
So Regal, I want to hear about Regal Eagle too.
So my husband did not. I'm the only one that ate there because he got to eat a lot more at Food and Wine. And I was kind of like,
all right.
I was like, I want to be able to eat. Because I kept saying, should we make a dinner reservation? He's like, we are going to eat all day. We're not making a dinner reservation. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, all right. So I did my research on Regal Eagle, and I really thought that the brisket sandwich, because it's on garlic bread toast.
Nice.
And so they have a gluten-free version of it. Yeah, it was pretty amazing. I'm not going to lie.
Perfect. Don't lie. You don't have to lie here. We love the truth.
No, and I didn't get any of the sauce on it, but she put several on my tray in case I wanted to try it.
Oh, different kinds of sauce.
Yes, of the barbecue sauce.
Nice.
And I want to say they had like 5 or 6 different options.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they have more vinegar, more sweet,
I love
more
that.
like hot and spicy.
I'm all about the sauces.
Yeah, and so my husband tasted a little bit of the brisket, and he said, "Yeah, it was definitely."
On point.
I mean, I devoured it. There was nothing left. So,
did he have a beer there? Good. I want to know if
he did not.
Gosh,
but they did
what's
have
wrong?
Yingling. They had Yingling on top because where we live, you can't get Yingling, so we always have to wait until someone visits us from the south or we go on a trip to bring back. Like we look like we have a drinking problem when you see all the Yingling in the back of our vehicle when we come home.
Yeah, that's funny you say that because I first had it in New Jersey when we vacationed on the shore in New Jersey. Wildwood, New Jersey, and I always loved that beer. This goes back years ago. And then where do I end up at Disney World? And like they got Yingling at Disney World, but back home we didn't have it. We have it now, and it's actually very well priced too. It's like
it's reasonable.
It's really it's a bargain because it's got. Anyways, it's funny. None of my geeks are drinking beer at the Regal Eagle. What's going on? I'm ashamed of you guys. She's like laughing.
Well, and we did the mobile ordering. I did the mobile ordering, which it was my first experience with that, and it was easier than I thought it was. I was a little nervous, but like for allergies, that was also the really nice thing is they had that all set up. It made it super easy to do, and then they double checked with you.
They didn't mess it up. Not like McDonald's, right? Every time I go to McDonald's, I said, just give me whatever you want because you never give me what I order anyway.
Yes, I would. It's true, right? Like you always have to double check your food when you get it in the bags. Yeah, no, they were great. They were great.
I'm glad. Thank you for giving me an update on the Regal Eagle because I'm all about trying that one out. And you said reservation, but that's a quick serve, right?
It is. I'm sorry if I misspoke. Yeah, no, we did the mobile ordering and I did it more in the evening. And so it wasn't really busy. Like there wasn't a lot of people, but probably because of food and wine also, I would think that it might not be.
I understand. Yeah. And we got lower crowds. How was it? How were the crowds? Because we've been getting reports that the weekends are pretty crowded. What'd you feel like?
So we were there on Sunday and when we first got there, it wasn't. I think I even posted a couple pictures on the Geekin Facebook page. Like there wasn't. Now, as the day went on, it got a little more crowded, but definitely not from what I've seen pictures of Food and Wine. It wasn't. Wait times on rides and stuff seemed kind of high, but they weren't. They were like half of what they actually had stated.
Did you do any of the rides?
We did a couple. So I love the Frozen ride over there. I don't care that I'm in my 40s, but I still love the Frozen ride. So we got to
like we're going to judge you here on this podcast.
I know. That's true. That's a good point. The park opened at 11. And so we went over there at like 10:30 and they were already letting people in. Yeah. So we got in line for the Frozen ride at like 10:40.
Yeah.
It was like all the way around a couple of buildings. We were over by like is it Nine Dragons over by China. We were all the way over there because everything is spaced 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
But we were only in line for probably half an hour, 40 minutes.
Nice.
Like
good.
It was super quick. So we were getting on the ride about the time the park was closing or pretty close to it. Or park is opening. I'm sorry. That was great. And then we watched the wait times throughout the day because we wanted to go on Soarin'. And it was also hot and humid and with masks.
Yeah.
So that was the other nice thing was that we went into like little things like the Beauty and Beast sing along, which I've never done before.
France, yeah.
Because it was air conditioned.
Yeah.
And so we got to do some things that maybe we wouldn't have done.
Cool. Which
just made it more fun. But yeah, we were there from 10:30 in the morning until right about 9:00 at night when they closed. Like we made a full day out of it.
So they have frozen lime margaritas in the Mexican pavilion?
They do.
Like 11 a.m.-ish time?
Mm-hmm.
Were you able to catch?
We are not, I'll be honest, we are not big margarita. I'm not a big tequila fan. I had a bad experience in college. Bad experience that has still followed me. However, we did have the frozen, the slushy, the Grand Marnier in
France.
And then there was a
Limoncello?
Lemon one.
Limoncello?
Yeah, yes, that one. I like that one better. And my husband liked the Grand Marnier. We kind of shared. We tried to do that a little bit.
All right, good
we had
save.
a couple of those.
Good save.
We still got a frozen alcoholic drink, I'll say. Yeah.
Those are fantastic. A little smaller, though. That's the only thing.
They are.
You get gypped a little bit on those.
Now, my husband, though, in Mexico did have the ribeye taco, and he said that was delicious, like amazing.
That sounds great. Well, let's cover one last thing, then we're going to do all the food and that you guys did. I love this food and wine stuff. The Scotch egg from the Rose and Crown. How did you get that? What was the deal there? So for his birthday one year, we went and drank around the world I surprised him when we went down to Epcot just for his birthday. Yeah. And so someone had told us we have to go get a Scotch egg. Yeah. And I don't know if you know what a Scotch egg is. So you know my friend Kevin Curtis Allen?
Yeah, he would know what a Scotch egg is.
He's the one who told me all about it. We had it. Well, I'll let you tell your story first. Go ahead.
Well, so we've had it before, but we really like it. He really likes it. Yeah. And so as we were leaving the park, he's like, we have to go and get a Scotch egg. So we went into Rose and Crown just for that. And there was a very rowdy group that was, they just made us laugh because you could tell they maybe have been in Rose and Crown much of the day or something like that.
I've noticed that at the Rose and Crown before too.
And so we ordered a Scotch egg and he had a beer and we sat and just kind of did a little bit of people watching and listening to these two different groups that were not together, kind of laughing back and forth. It was almost like a laugh off.
Nice.
And he had a Scotch egg and it was great. It was a good way to end the trip.
Were you in the main dining area for that?
No, we were over in the bar part and the pub part of it.
Okay.
So we ended up finding a table and we sat in there in the air conditioned for a few minutes before we had to go back out in the heat. And
we had our first one there. We've talked about this many times, but the Rose and Crown fireworks dinner package.
Okay.
We had one and that whole experience, but believe me, if they bring that back, don't even think about it. Book that thing. Like,
that's good to know. I'm hoping they'll bring some of those things back.
If they ever do any of those like fireworks packages or after hours at Epcot, man, that is some of my favorite times. Definitely do those. But I love getting the Scotch and egg. All right, now let's hit the food and wine hard.
Oh, there's so much. Like, literally, like I said, he had 46 things he wanted to eat, and
his eyes were bigger than his belly.
That's right. We put a good dent in it, but so do you want me just to go over some of like our favorites of what we really enjoyed?
Yes, absolutely.
So I have to say the cheese bread in Brazil would probably be the favorite.
Isn't that funny?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that so good? Yeah.
I don't know. So we ordered that and the crispy pork belly, and we were just going to share it. And then we realized that. So then I went back and got 2 more orders of the Brazilian cheese bread. So we could share that. I believe I ate 3 and he had 1, but that's okay.
That stuff's addicting. Right. I understand.
It is. And the mushroom butter filet in Canada. Yeah. I mean,
you just hit 2 of the ones that's funny. I mean, that the filet is huge and it's in Canada.
Yes.
Good to know. That's still there.
And the other great thing is, like the beers, you could get a 6-ounce, so you could try a lot of them and still, be upright and standing as you made your way around the world. Like,
it's like a beer tasting event.
It kind of was. And my husband's really into beers. So nice. He enjoyed being able to try, like, I think in Brazil, he tried the black beer and he liked that. And, and so, it's not so much that if you don't like it, that, if you
didn't
throw
invest
it
too
away.
much. Yeah.
Correct. We went to the Citrus Bloom and we had the lobster. And I think someone on the Facebook group had asked me how it was. It was amazing. The problem is it was not easy to eat, like to get out of the tail. Like it was like you should have seen me over there trying to like pull this thing out with my hand. Like you couldn't use the plastic fork to get it out. Like it just, yeah, it was definitely a messier kind of
So
thing,
it was still in the shell?
And the tail, yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of meat, though.
It was, and they had a skewer, like, so it was on a stick, but it just wasn't like you couldn't pull it off that way. It didn't really. It was an
adventure to get your lobster out.
And so he had the coconut key lime ale when we were there,
That's
and he really liked. Yeah, he said that was pretty good.
That's very interesting. That might be local.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure where that one was from. I can't remember, but
coconut key lime ale. Wow. Is that an IPA? I wonder.
Was that an IPA?
I kind of like the citrusy kind of stuff.
Yeah, he said it wasn't an IPA, but I'm sorry. He actually walked in the kitchen, so I figured. Either that,
or you're talking to yourself.
Yeah. Oh, we have to talk about Japan.
We can.
So he wanted to try the frothy ramen.
Okay. Yeah, sounds cool.
And so it's cold, and then it has like I don't know. It has like an eel sauce on it. Yeah, he was not a fan. He was
eel sauce. Eel sauce?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, an eel sauce. Yeah, I'm not sure. But he did have the plum wine and the sake.
I've heard plum wine. That's Ken and Auntie Judy are big fans of plum wine.
They like the plum wine. Yeah, it was good. I had a taste of that. I did not try. Now, I had the rainbow shaved ice with the condensed milk. Ooh. And that was pretty good.
All right.
That was great. I'm trying to think some of the other ones.
All right, I'm going to tell you my story, my eel story. Okay. When you said eel sauce, I went like, remember you said you had an incident in college with tequila. Well, I had an incident when Mom and I were first dating. Her parents, her dad is from Latvia, so we went to visit. I drove out to Long Island, and he wanted to meet up with some old friends from Latvia, and they brought out. We're having a meal. They brought out like cold eel.
Oh.
And I don't know. It's really fishy, like oily, fishy, like, and I ate this whole piece just to be polite.
Yeah. I don't know if I could do that, Kurt.
We laugh about it all the time because I tasted that eel for a week and I couldn't get that taste.
So I can understand them why you made the face at the whole eel sauce. Like that would be.
I'm not into that.
No, that does not sound really that great. No, that's funny.
I'm sure I would have bypassed that booth.
Yeah, like I said, he was like, yeah, that was probably not worth, and so he didn't even eat all of it because he's like, I got to save room for the food that I like.
Thanks for the warning.
Well, another one he really liked was in Morocco. He had a beef kefta, which I think it's kind of like in a little pocket.
Yeah.
He thought that was really good. Spain, he had the paella. And then we had the charcuterie with the imported Spanish meats. So it was like a little cup with meats and olives and cheeses.
Oh yeah. I'm all about that.
I mean, that's hard to beat.
I'm all about that. I love that. That's one of my favorite things.
So in my research, I had heard that back in the World Showcase, like back behind, there was a place that had like the apple orchard, the mac and cheese, but people don't always know it's there. And so they had talked a lot about the nitro pops.
Yes.
And so
you're right.
I can't eat those, but he was kind of interested in that. So we went back there. Now, he said it was okay. He said, I don't know if it lives up to the hype necessarily, but it was kind of fun to watch him do that.
Yeah.
They did have one of my favorite kinds of champagne, which is the Moët Chandon. I did get a glass of that, which I enjoyed very much. But yeah, it was really good. He also, in Africa, he had the piri piri shrimp, which he really liked, pork slider in Hawaii. Yeah. And a couple of times we did. I mean, we tried to get a little bit from everywhere. And I will say we put 21,000 steps on that day at Epcot. We went around the World Showcase twice. So cool. That was, I mean, kind of fun, definitely to try, do those different kind of things. So
now the hidden place, there's an Odyssey building. You know what I'm talking about? The Odyssey building that's like, it's between the test track and Mexican Pavilion, that building there. Were they using that one?
Oh, yeah. I didn't see anything. They did have an outside like their fire one, they had another kiosk over in that area, but I didn't see anything in like the Odyssey building or anything like that.
So you're talking about the one that's kind of where they're building the Guardians of the Galaxy, like
is it between like was it between like
Mission Space,
United Kingdom, and
that one, okay,
and Canada back there?
I gotcha.
And what I'd heard is a lot of people don't even know like to go back there.
No, right.
So we went, and they had a lot. I mean, they had three different kind of areas. Like I said, they had the mac and cheese and the apple orchard, and then the nitro, where the nitro pops are. I can't
lobster
remember.
Lobster mac and cheese, right?
I think so, but I think they also had that somewhere else as well, if I remember correctly.
I had that. Me and Ken had one of those. It was on like a cone, like an edible cone.
Oh,
like
okay.
Like a baked cone. And yeah. Oh, that it was really good. We had that near the test track last year.
Oh, well, and the fire and whatever it's called, the fire and ice.
Yeah.
Or Flavors from Fire. That's the name of it. He had something called a swine brine. It was a drink,
all right,
which is basically like a whiskey sour that had a short piece of rib in it.
Oh, interesting.
He said it was very,
interesting.
Like, it looks interesting. And then, you got this big piece of meat that's stuck kind of there. So,
in the flower and garden, they have the butterfly garden. Do they have anything in that area? When you're talking about that fire booth, I was thinking of that area where the flower and garden, butterfly garden is. They have anything there?
I didn't see anything over there.
All right. Wow.
So there was a lot of different things. They still had a lot of their like flower and garden stuff, like merchandise and things like that. So I heard some of the food is stuff that they normally maybe have during flower and garden as well.
Yeah.
So it was kind of nice. We've never been to either festival, so it was kind of nice to have.
I like that. Yeah. Well, did we hit all the food and wine?
I think we did. I mean, I feel like it doesn't, when you talk about it, then it doesn't seem like that much, but when you're walking around and you're eating, and that was the thing that if you could take your mask off to eat or drink, you just have to be stationary and over on the side. So, you get your food, you stop. So there's a lot of stop and starts, but it's also okay. It allows you to people watch a little bit. So
I see. Did you see some cavalcades also in Epcot?
We did. That was pretty cool.
What were they doing?
So the first one was Anna and Elsa, and Elsa came ahead, and then they had Anna in like a horse-drawn carriage. You could hear the music like as it would go through the different sections of the countries.
Wow.
The music would come over the speaker and get louder. So then you could hear that they were coming, and so then you could wave, and they, wave back. And so that was really neat. And then the second one was Pluto, and then Minnie and Mickey were in the vintage car, and they drove through as well. So we got to see two of those, which was kind of neat.
They were going through World Showcase?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, it was nice. So, I mean, is it the same as meeting characters up close? No, but it still gives you some of that Disney magic that I like. So
beautiful. Hey, anything kind of overrated on this trip?
Oh, let me look at my notes here.
Take your time.
Oh, overrated. The Abracadabra bar. That was kind of my overrated.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I've always heard that it was just a really neat place. And now, will I try it again when there's not all the restrictions? And maybe absolutely. But I think we were just expecting or hoping for something a little bit more than that. But
I could see that.
I would definitely say that was overrated.
I could definitely see that. There wasn't. Yeah, we had a good time there, but I can't say it like stands out in my mind. And it's got that, or because of the magic tricks or something. There's something there. It sounds like it's going to be a lot more fun than it ends up being.
Yes, I would agree.
That's a good one. Well, on the opposite side of that, what exceeded your expectations?
Oh, the Skyliner. So obviously, because the monorail is one of my favorite rides, like I enjoy things like that. I mean, because I should also say I collect the monorail cards. Like I might fight my kids for them when they get them, or if they put them somewhere, I might try to collect those. So the Skyliner, and I've heard so many mixed things, right? The people that don't want to try it, or We loved it. Like, we felt like we were going to crash every time we were in it. Maybe that's why I liked it.
Comes in hot, doesn't it?
It does go in hot. And that was really fun. Now, I will say, when we were going to the Riviera Resort, we were in one of the Skyliners that didn't have any characters on the outside. It wasn't wrapped in anything. And at first I was disappointed because I was like, oh, I kind of want to be in one of the fun cars. But coming back, we were in the ones that were wrapped, and then you couldn't really see through them. So tip, if you want to be able to take it all in, definitely try to get one of the cars that doesn't have anything around you, because then you can see all the other. I enjoyed seeing the different characters that were wrapped on the outside of the cars as they were going by us on the other Skyliners.
You made me think too. I skipped through your 3 fun facts a little bit. And how come you want to live in the Swiss Family Treehouse?
Oh my gosh. Ever since I was a kid, the first time we went to Disney when I was a kid, like, that has been, I just love it. I always have to go to that. It's not really a ride, but to that
attraction,
attraction. That's a good word. Thanks for that one. It's always been my favorite. It's just one of those things that I love. And I just think it would be really cool
you
to
don't
live
hear
there.
that very much from people.
No, I do. I love it. I mean,
you gotta work.
I love to see all the.
You gotta work that attraction because it goes uphill.
It does. There is a lot of steps in that one.
It's
that
a neat
is
thing.
true.
I did it recently, and it's one of the ones I've bypassed for a long time. I wanted to try it out. And so how many kids do you have? You said you have 4.
I have 4. I do.
So you can't get them all dressed in the same shirts?
I mean, I can, but I have to, like, as they get older. Yeah. Yes. Now, my husband, he tolerates it, doesn't love it. So we did a Disney Alaskan cruise a couple of years ago.
Oh, wow.
We're from Illinois, and so Chicago, the Cubs, and that's, I think, around the time, like, the World Series and all of that. And so I had these awesome shirts made with, like, a Mickey head with a Cubs hat. And he was like, yeah, no. So I actually got him a shirt made in Disney font that says, I don't do matching shirts. So he'll coordinate with me. I've gotten him a couple from the bar in Tangled, the Ugly Duckling. He'll wear some of those, and then maybe I can coordinate with him. But yeah, he's not a huge fan of the matching shirts. So I maybe get one day out of it. I definitely won't be able to get a whole long trip
I'm a big fan. I almost wore my grumpy, I'm not listening to you, but I didn't think that was appropriate for the podcast.
Yeah, maybe not. It maybe sends the wrong message to me a little bit.
I wanted you to like me on first impression.
There you go. Now, I did wear my Geekin shirt, though, when we went on this trip.
Do you have a red one? Did I see a red one?
I do. Yep. I was pretty excited. I even had a couple of people say, well, now, is that your podcast? I said, no, but it's a really awesome podcast you should listen to.
Thank you, Stephanie.
It was good.
Thanks for promoting.
Got to represent, right?
I love that. I should give you some business cards to give out. There
you go. Hey, I mean, I like to tell people all the time about the podcast, and I think it definitely is good. And I think that's one of the things. I know one of your questions, sorry if I'm jumping ahead.
Go ahead.
Like, tips for people. And whenever I hear people say, oh, Disney, that's awful, we went once, I'm always like, okay, so did you plan, or did you try to shove it all in like a 3-day trip or a 4-day trip, or did you do your research? And granted, I might be a little on the crazy side when it comes to research, as my husband's laughing here in the background as I say that.
He's like, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But I think, we know Disney is not an inexpensive trip, but we also know it's magical, and it has these memories that you'll have forever. And I think anybody I talk to who doesn't love it is typically because they either didn't plan for it.
Yeah, they try to wing it.
And you just can't. And if you've gone enough, then I think, yes, you can, because you have different expectations. But if you've never been, then it's not going to live up to what you want unless you kind of know what you're doing.
So true. Yeah, you got some other good advice here. Don't overplan and give yourself some downtime. Do you go full stink, or do you take some downtime?
We do not. We are definitely a balance kind of thing. Now, part of it is to do with and that's mostly when we're with our kids, because having a son with some special needs, we do visit Disney a little differently. So we tend to go in the morning where we're rope droppers, and then we come back to the resort around noon or 1 o'clock, and we kind of chill and relax and just recharge. And then we go back in the evening, maybe for dinner. But that's why I like the longer trips. So I said like our May trip is going to be like 10 or 11 nights because we like to have some resort days. And especially now that we're DVC, we know it's not our one or done. And we're not only going to go every 5 years, like we go more frequently. So we don't feel like we have to shove it all in on one trip. So I think that makes a little difference too. But I always encourage people to try to at least have a couple afternoons or one full day of trying to explore the resorts, because there's so many amazing experiences there that people don't even know about.
Absolutely. Good. And so what are you kind of getting excited for your May trip? Are you thinking of some things? What's in your plans? Do you have some?
Well, we're excited to try Vero Beach because we've never been there. Yeah. We did go to Hilton Head, the Disney Hilton Head, over the summer because since our big trip got canceled, we went there the day they reopened on June 15th. So we've gotten to experience that, and that's one we've wanted to try. So we're excited about Vero Beach because I've heard great things. I think I'm waiting to see if like some of like the dessert parties and those things come back. I'm kind of hoping that they will. My daughter, we're letting her bring a friend with her this trip who I don't believe has been to Disney. So that'll be kind of fun to have a new person. Absolutely. And then there's some new rides. Like we haven't been to the Star Wars. We haven't gotten to do that yet.
Wow.
So my husband's pretty pumped about that as well. But then like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad, like a lot of those things we haven't gotten to do. So it's been a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Well, before we finish up, you were saying how you like to do some of those things that are kind of downtime things. Can you think of something downtime?
Yeah. I definitely want to rent. I would like to rent one of the pontoons and try one of those things as well.
We did the fireworks boat cruise. That was I really enjoyed that. We did that at Epcot for G3 last year. That kind of thing, or just the
I know you can just rent the pontoons just to kind of go out and I don't remember which
Bay Lake.
Is it Bay Lake? I couldn't remember exactly which one.
You could, I know you could do it. I'm sure Polynesian's got it, and also Contemporary.
I would like, if we end up staying at Beach Club, I'd like to rent a cabana for the day and just spend the day hanging out there and making that kind of just a relaxing
break day. In the middle.
Because I don't want to feel like I have to take a vacation from my Disney vacation when I get home. Because sometimes if you go too much, then I think it is exhausting. And we, especially after quarantine and all the crazy things, working in the school during all of this, my husband works at a power plant and they are essential workers. So they work crazy hours and do crazy things, but it's kind of nice to have a little bit of just some downtime as well. We like to go and explore the campground, the Fort Wilderness.
Oh, okay. What do you do over there if you're not staying there?
Well, you can still go to like the campfires and things like that, but especially around holidays, which won't be the time, but like Christmas, we've been to Disney over Christmas, but going and seeing all the different sites with decorated is pretty amazing over there as well.
Nice.
So if you haven't been there, it's kind of a fun thing to do.
They have the stables, the horse stables there too.
They do. And I had looked into that a while ago, but I haven't looked into that recently about doing stuff with that.
That's cool. I never would think to do that.
The deluxe resorts, they also have the community hall where you can do like the tie-dyes and you can paint the rocks and you can do all of those things. So those are kind of some fun things my kids like to do too, because those are souvenirs that aren't the same thing that you're always going to get, like, a stuffed animal or, a t-shirt. You get to make some things, running bikes, things like that. That's one thing I'm kind of excited about maybe at Old Key West is to rent bikes one day and kind of go around the resort.
Do your kids love the pools?
They do. Yeah. They love the slides.
Okay. There you go. And they got pool activities going on.
They do. And that's what's fun about it.
Make a full day of it. Hanging at the pool.
Yeah, we like to do the Disney trivia. I'm not going to lie. We kind of get into that as a family. So
is that right? They have it on.
We do
during the pool days. Like
they do. A lot of times they have that, and then you can win a prize. And I mean, you might get a color changing cup and a beach ball or something. But my kids are pretty proud of the fact that when we were at the Hilton Head Disney resort, we won the Disney trivia one day. So.
I'm proud of you too. I'm not surprised. Stephanie, you know a lot about Disney World. Thank you so much for listening to us for so long and coming on the show. I'm sorry it took so long.
No, well, and thanks for, hey, part of that was me. I was a little like, I don't know how this is going to work.
Were you nervous? You didn't sound nervous at all.
I was very nervous. I was actually this morning, I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm like, nope, I can do this. I'll be good. You made it very easy, so I appreciate that. But thanks. I also just appreciate, it is a family-friendly thing. Like, I've listened to other podcasts that maybe there's just different things and everything's always so positive. And not everything at Disney is going to be perfect, but I think, you take the good with the bad and you give them other chances. And then that's why I also think it's important for people to fill out their surveys, because it can't change if you don't let them know what's going on. Yeah,
I agree. I think you can be polite about it and let people, let Disney know if something doesn't, we try to be honest here, but we accentuate the positive for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I got that question, what was overrated? I always cringe when I ask that question because it's not my nature. I'm mostly positive all the way through, but things don't.
Right.
You gotta have that, like you said it too. That you gotta have that expectation set properly.
Yep. I will say, if I was to change anything about this trip, we would definitely have stayed at least one more day or try to get into Epcot one more day just to do a little bit more.
I wish you did Hollywood Studios. I was thinking though, one day.
I know. So originally when we were supposed to go down over Labor Day, that was our plan, was one day at Hollywood Studios and one day at Epcot so that we could try the Star Wars and Galaxy's Edge and do all that. But it just didn't work this time. And we still got a little bit of Disney magic, which
you gotta go back. You gotta go back again, Stephanie.
I'm not going to lie. So as a counselor, I talk to people about self-care and how do you relieve your stress. And one of the ways I do is plan Disney trips I may or may not take because I'm constantly looking on the DVC website. Woo, there's 2 nights here. Like, what's airfare? So we'll see.
Isn't it true? The anticipation, psychologically, the anticipation and the planning is a good thing for our psyche right now.
It is. And that's why, like the May trip, I'm like, okay, it gives me something to look forward to. And
100%,
especially when, like living in the Midwest with snow and ice and all of those, I'm constantly trying to find new things and listening to podcasts and things I don't know. Those are my positive things that happen in my life.
Well, we love it here and love having you come back again.
Thanks.
Stay in touch with us.
Definitely.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Thanks, Kurt.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
I love it when I got new super geeks. Stephanie's been a part of the podcast family for a long time. So glad she was able to get them on and do a podcast episode. And now she's a super geek. Welcome, Stephanie, to our listeners who have been on the podcast doing a trip report. I don't know. I don't have a lot of shout outs this week. I'm going to shout out to Kevin Curtis Allen. How about that? Him and I have been posting all of our pictures from a year ago for the Grand Geek and Gathering. We are getting excited. I saw that we've got like 90 people that are in our private Facebook group just for the G3. Yeah, the Grand Geek and Gathering. I was so excited. I was doing a podcast recording with Amy Rhodes, and she had just booked a trip for the G3, extended a trip that she was having. And I'm so excited she's going to be at the G3. So thank you, Amy, for coming on the podcast and coming down to the G3. So excited to see you guys again. Yeah, get into that private Facebook group that we have for the Geek and Family Reunion. It's going to be February 2021. Thursday will be in Magic Kingdom. Friday, I'll be in Hollywood Studios. Saturday, Magic Kingdom. We'll do the Kessler Run. We'll have the bingo game going on. We got lots of fun things and prizes happening that weekend. Sunday, February 21st in Epcot. I was posting those pictures from last year. Having great memories and getting excited for February's trip coming up. It's going to come up faster than you think. So go book your trips for next year or even towards the end of the year. Reach out to Jennifer Glambos, EJ Cruz from the Jiminy Society, Mama and Judy, the Traveling Tierras. Go to travelingtierras@gmail.com. Email them if you want to book a trip for next year. We're excited to be booking lots of trips for you guys right now. And thank you so much for supporting us. Thanks for supporting me on Patreon. You can contribute to the podcast every single month. And we've got 49 people who do it. That's so awesome that you guys support us on Patreon. I did post another live recording, I think last week. I'm going out around my neighborhood, although it's getting really cold. It snowed here in Connecticut. I hope I can continue to do that. I'm going to look into our private Facebook group and see questions and happenings and talk about things about the podcast and keep it fresh until I go back into the parks and do some more live recordings. I'll record a lot when I'm down there for G3, but I'm excited you guys that contribute every single month to Patreon. Go to patreon.com/geekinonwdw and support us on a monthly basis. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for contributing to our podcast and all your enthusiasm, all your trip reports, and I'm so excited you guys are back in the parks. I got a lot more coming up in the coming months, of course. I'm so committed to helping you guys enjoy your Disney World vacation. Reach out to me again if you need something. Help me do a intro if you can. I'd love to have a new intro. Wasn't this one great with Rachel and Remus Wright? They did an awesome job. I don't know how she timed that so perfect to get Remus to bark. We love our animals here on the podcast. They're part of the family too. Thank you, Rachel, for that. That was from a year ago. She sent that intro in, but we'd love for you to send an intro into us. It's really easy. Record it on your phone. Send it to me as a video, as audio, either way. Kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. Tell us your name, where you're from, a few Disney World facts about yourself, and that you love Go Geekin' with us here on the podcast. I'd love to have a few more of those intros. As always, guys, I thank you so much for going geeking on Walt Disney World with us. It's been so important to me and everyone else who's excited to get back into the parks and get past this 2020 year. That's been kind of stressful, but we really appreciate you listening and geeking with us every single day. We love you, geeks. Have a magical day, and I hope all your dreams come true. Hey.
Hey, Kurt. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited.
I'm glad you're excited. That's good.
I know. Well, so I think I was trying to figure out last night. I'm like, I have been listening to the podcast for 4 years, but I've been on the Facebook group for 3. So it's always been like, oh, someday I'll get to do a trip report, but I don't know if I was ever brave enough to do it in the past.
Well, I'm glad you got the courage up. This is going to be easy. I thought your shirt said I'm just a bum.
No, it's Hocus Pocus. I mean, it could say I'm just a bum too. I mean, that's probably my fit.
I got dressed. Nice. Just for
you did.
Well,
I like it.
I'll show you the
back. Oh, that's awesome. That's really good. The Podfather, I love that.
Not to that's show you my really backside. Cool. The Podfather.
You know.
All right, you're doing good?
Yep, I'm all good. Hopefully the noises in the background will be to minimal. So it is Saturday with, crazy children and life and dogs, but we'll get through.
I know all about those things.
Yep.
I've been doing this for a while, Stephanie.
You have. I know. That's the great thing. Like I was like, okay, I shouldn't be nervous. He knows what he's doing.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. You'd think I would. I've got noise. I got my fish tank. I'm always learning stuff too, because like I was unplugging I've got a couple of pumps going on. I got 2 fish tanks. You might you actually can see them from my.
Yeah, I can see them. They're pretty cool.
Thank you. I'm loving that new hobby, but I learned something. As a matter of fact, I do this little mini mastermind group with 2 guys on Saturday mornings. As a matter of fact, I just got off with them. and one of them is a podcaster for sure. Pretty good on the technical side of things. You know, I got this new Rodecaster Pro that you probably heard me talk about, and playing around with different sound things or whatever. I'll tell you about that in a second too, because we'll use those sounds. But these microphones, they're dynamic. So usually whatever's right in front of them, you know, it picks up. It's supposed not to pick up so much from the side. But I had what they call the gain turned up loud enough that I was really hearing the pumps a lot.
Gotcha.
So I'm very, you know, you want to kind of talk past the microphone. But when I'm closer.
Oh yeah, I can hear the difference. All right.
See, I turn the gain down, but I'm trying to stay close enough to it so that I'm up loud. And this thing's got this electronics on this thing has this, what they call a limiter. And I was playing around with that because sometimes it anything lower than a certain humming noise, it ignores. It tries to.
Gotcha.
But yeah, just trying to get that just right. But it's fun. All the nerdy kind of geeky stuff.
Did you know, like, at least a basic knowledge of all of this stuff before you started doing this, or if that's just something you've learned as you've been going on?
Learned as I went.
Okay.
Yeah. I started all free tutorials. I started with. I started listening to podcasts about podcasting. I did that for about 2 years though, before I got the courage. That was the courage, or
right.
Part of it's the courage, definitely.
I think it does though. It's definitely a vulnerable thing, putting yourself out there and knowing that other people are going to listen to you.
Criticize
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, absolutely. Judgment. Like, I'm an elementary school counselor, so like I deal with these kind of things.
No, that's awesome.
But it's still like one of those, you know, like I have no problem talking to a group of 300 kids. Like, I can do that in my sleep. But
interesting.
Talking, you know,
one-on-one?
talking like, one-on-one or adults, or knowing other people. And I think the older I get, the less I actually care. But
there's truth in that.
There is, right? I remember friends always telling me, oh, when you hit 35 or 40, you won't care. And I hit 35 and I still cared. And it was about 41. And also one day I was like, yeah, I don't really care. I mean, as long as I'm kind and nice and respectful, then I don't care. You know what I mean? If I
totally know
it, but yeah, sorry, a little off topic, but
no, I think I heard what's important for podcasters. 10% of the people aren't going to like you.
Yep.
Like,
no, it's true.
What am I? How am I unlikable?
Well, and they used to, like, I used to work for a non-for-profit and I did presentations, and they said, like, your evaluations, you should always throw out the lowest and the very, very highest, and then focus on the middle, and those like critiques, like those are what you should really be listening to.
Constructive things that you're like, I did say too many times. I can work on that. That was good advice. No, I did Toastmasters for about a year.
Was that the puppet thing? No, that's something different.
Toastmasters is public speaking. It's a group.
Oh, okay.
Learning.
Okay.
It's a very, good way to learn public speaking.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Toastmasters.
That's very cool.
Had it where I was working.
Yeah, as counselors, when I went through my master's for that, like you have to do so many video things, and then you have to critique and see how many times you say or right, and then like your body language. Because as a counselor, people have to be able to, and a lot of people didn't make it through the program because they couldn't correct some of those things. It is an interesting. It makes you think a little bit more how you phrase things and what you say. All right, sorry, we're off topic, but it's kind of interesting.
I don't know. I love the chit chat. My dog. Speaking of dogs, he walked in here. And he's right behind me.
Mine are down on my feet. So
I think I'm gonna close. Yeah, I'm gonna close my door. 1 second.
Okay.
He busted open. Lucas, come on, buddy. I want you looking. Go out. Come on, go. He might knock on the door too.
Yeah, well, let's just hope the mail carrier doesn't show up at my house while we're doing this, because then you'll for sure. And I am in the other room, but they are loud and Mm-hmm.
Mine usually are too. They save me from the mailman every day, I say.
Yep.
All right. I'm ready to go. Oh, so I want to tell you. So if you've heard the podcast, you know this, but I'll introduce you with your 3 facts, and then I'll say, welcome Stephanie Haugh. It is, right? Haugh, you said?
Yep.
You'll hear Kermit, and then you'll hear the audience, and then you can say, "Hey, geeks," and we'll. All right. Okay. Just to let you know those, because sometimes when I just want you to know that you got a little delay before you.
Right. I think I've heard that, and I was kind of like, "How many seconds is that?" Because I wasn't sure if I would hear it. So I was like, "All right."
You just heard it, right?
I did. I did.
And that's about it. You got some good notes, so that's.
Well, hopefully,
awesome.
And my husband obviously ate a little bit more at Food and Wine than I did because of the gluten allergy, but I do have all of his as well. So we went through it last night. He was helping me because he's like, "Well, you have to tell him about this," and I was like, "Oh, okay, I will."
Don't worry.
Yeah, he listens. So I always listen to the podcast in the morning when I'm getting ready, and so then he comes in to get in the shower. So he always listens. I mean, with me, and then he comes in and out.
He's a Disney World fan too?
Yeah, probably not as much as I am. I've done a solo trip when I left my husband and my kids at home. I've done some, I would go to Disney all the time.
Yeah.
He likes it a lot. I don't know if he loves it. Let's put it that way.
Where are you from, Stephanie?
Northern Illinois, about 2 hours west of Chicago.
Okay. Yep.
So, Tammy Free, I think she's been on.
Yep.
And so she's probably about 40 minutes from me. 45 minutes from me. So we're in the neck of the woods anyway, close to each other.
How do you know her?
Actually through the podcast. And then we now are friends on Facebook and have been for several years because of the podcast. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love hearing that. I love hearing that.
Disney really does bring people together. We have met so many people. So.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Scoot. Sorry. Get down, Peanut. A dog just grabbed onto my thing. Can you still hear me? Am I good?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
My dog is knocking at the door. He's taking his paw and bashing it. But he was sitting in here licking his feet, so I didn't want to have that.
Right. Yeah, big dogs get the allergies, I'm sure, or something like that.
He's always had, exactly.
Yep.
He's always had issues.
Yeah, we have a big one. So, all right, I'm ready when you are.
Ready. And if she could spend, I wrote something down here. If she
come back.
Oh,
all right, there. Can you, just a minute.
I hear you.
Okay.
It was like another call came in or something.
My husband pulled up in my car and I think it connected with that, which is really odd because he's in the driveway and I'm in the kitchen. I apologize.
No problem.
Totally mess everything up.
I can edit that all out. I could put it in the bloopers too.
Sorry. I was like, what is happening?
No problem. So where were we? You were talking about the room. Good job.
Thank you.
You did a great job.
Thanks. I was afraid I talked too much, but that's okay.
like that's a bad thing on a podcast.
Well, that's true. Good point. Good point on that one. Good point.
I love that when people say that to me. I was like, we're here to talk.
That's true. That's true. And sorry about the whole thing with the phone connecting and the.
Oh, no problem. You won't even know. I'll put it in the bloopers so you can laugh at it there.
Yeah, because I would be like, wait, I can see you talking, but I'm like, yeah, I can't hear you.
I didn't think you noticed me right away that I couldn't hear.
Yeah.
Well, I was hearing your husband a little bit. He's like, hello?
Yeah, well, see, he can be. See,
it was like the old days.
Podcast.
It was the old days when the wires used to get crossed, the party line or something.
Oh yeah, that might have been a little before my time, but I've heard stories about that, like how that works. Yeah, you definitely have to try the Regal Eagle Smokehouse.
I'm all about that. Yeah, are you kidding me? I'm not going to get by. I'm not going to get through that. I'm going straight for that one.
Well, and I should have mentioned it. You guys have kind of inspired because you talk all the time about you get to pick one restaurant when you guys all go to eat, So I started saying to my kids, like, where's one place you want to eat?
Yeah,
and it's been a couple years since we've taken them. So like our youngest has no idea. So we'll start to look at videos and start to figure stuff out. But I have said, like, all right, everyone gets to pick one place.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I get to pick the rest. But in the theory, like everyone gets their one. Like, let's just hope some of those are up because my daughter really wants to go to Ohana again. And so hopefully they'll be open, but we'll see.
Yeah, I know. I feel like we're on the cusp of this getting really better or worse for at least the immediate future.
Well, my school just went to 5 days. They just voted. We've been doing a hybrid. So our kids are only in person 2 days and then they do remote the other 3.
Yeah.
And they just voted on Thursday. We're going back 5 days a week face to face. So because our COVID numbers are really low in the school, it's just our quarantine numbers are high, just for safety. But the county we live in, our numbers are spiking. So they're like shutting down bars and restaurants again. But I mean, I don't know. But Disney, like it's safe. Like there's no concern.
I love that. Love hearing that. Thank you so much, Stephanie. So you won't hear this one I've actually recorded a bunch recently. So it'll be about a month probably before you hear this one. But
all right, perfect. I'll look forward to it.
And thank you. I hope you enjoy.
Thanks. I'll have to come back on when we do our May trip since that'll have a little bit of Vero Beach. Yeah. Well, and that'll be a bigger trip, so we'll have a lot more hopefully experiences and stuff that. Then
we went over an hour. That was a good.
Oh wow! I didn't even.
Whoop! What happened? I just cut out.
Great rest of your weekend.
You too. Bye.
Bye.